All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. Let's talk about the hidden costs, the hidden cost of a bad marriage. So I want to share 5 hard truths that people learn too late with you. Okay. Before I go into that, let me see his comment here. Okay, Mario says they manipulate them, saying their kids have spiritual husbands. All lies. Yeah. It's something I've seen all my life. There's so many of that activity going on. All they'll say is your mother. That's after your life. So many families have broken up because of people believing pastors without using their senses. So many. And I have personal relationships too where that has happened. So the pastors are human beings. Remember that. Make sure you maintain a personal relationship with your God and engage in self-development. Speaking of self-development, let me get into this. Hard truth number 1 to 5. 1 of 5. A bad marriage punishes youth exuberance. Okay. A bad marriage will punish youth exuberance. You don't get to slide through life just because you're only 18 or 19, 20. Even, let me even shock you. If you're 13 and your parents are committing certain atrocities, you might have to pay for some of that price. That's the reality about life. Is it fair? No, it's unfair. You're right. But life is unfair, but fair at the same time, right? Let's move on. Hard truth number 2. Pride often disguises itself as confidence. You have to pay attention to these things. I know it sounds like it makes common sense. You're right, it's common sense. It should be. But when you, as an individual, when I'm in my prideful behavior, I'm not always aware. It's a difficult thing to be aware when I am in my prideful behavior, because obviously I care about something. I'm trying to make a point. I'm trying to move a certain way. I have an objective. I have a motive to move that way, and I'm more connected to that motive and those objectives than paying attention to that. Is this being received as being prideful? You know, so it can be a very funny dance between pride and confidence there that I want you to pay attention to. Hard truth, I will come back to it if I have some time. Hard truth number 3 of 5. Fear of divorce will trap you longer than a bad marriage. Gentlemen, this is especially going to you. Women are still not afraid of marriage. They fantasize about love is going to be forever, and they're getting married. It's just that they're also very quick to leave, to dump us. Obviously, that's what the numbers say, right? So, but men are afraid of divorce. That's the truth, okay? And I would even argue that a lot more women are gravitating more in direction of pragmatic analysis. They want to be logical too, because a lot of men are asking them to be logical. So now they're paralysis by analysis. They're paralyzing themselves by overanalyzing everything. So the fear of divorce will trap you longer than in bad marriage. I just want you to know that, and please know some peace with that. Truth number 4 of 5. Mara said they told me I was an Emery. Jesus Christ. May God forgive them. I don't even know if I want forgiveness for these people. I'm not God. Thank God, man will be God. Okay. Anyway, hard truth. Manipulation-based value always expires. If all you do is manipulate people to get them to yield to your talking points, to your ideas, they expire so soon. Everything expires in life, including life, right? But I'm just telling you that manipulative behavior are going to expire faster than ever before. You're going to see more of that. Manipulation is kind of similar to pride. Sometimes we're not aware that we're being manipulative. Why? Because it camouflages as the truth. Like I told you, just because you're telling the truth doesn't mean you're not being manipulative. It simply means you're disconnected from the value that the other person is receiving. Okay, you're influencing them. Yes, you understand your need. You try to influence them. You're trying to get them to understand your point, but you're also disconnected from how your message is landing on the other side. You're not paying attention to the marketplace. In marketing, we call that, you have the market, you have the markets, you have the message, and then you have the media, right? The only thing you pay attention to is media, but you don't pay attention. You're not tracking the results you're creating. You're not paying attention to how the market is receiving your message. Okay, so you're being manipulative. Well, guess what? In real life, either we're talking about relationships, spiritually speaking, everything you can think of in life, it won't last. Eventually, you shall do nothing but you shall do nothing for, but you shall do nothing against, but for the truth. The truth is undefeated. See that same truth you're trying to tell? The actual truth is undefeated. It will catch up with your unintentional lies, right? So manipulation or manipulation-based value, either in the form of faith, they don't last. Eventually, something will give way for the truth, okay? Because the truth is undefeated. Please know this and know truth. So how should you solve for that? Always pay attention to how you're being received, how your message is landing. That's called communication. Everything else short of paying attention to how your message is being received by the market is not communication. It's just you're just wasting okay? You're just wasting energy, okay? Hard truth number 5. Marriage requires privacy, not disappearance. All right, this one is very nuanced, okay? Marriage, this one is very nuanced, okay? I have to be careful with this because I think this came from the world is dragging Lateras, right? Their future wifey, they're dragging him, even in spite of that very straightforward content. Some people say, why are you disappearing? Why is your wife looking for you at night? So you see, that's the thing. If you engage in too much shalaye, it's a waste of time too, usually. Okay. But privacy should protect the union. Okay. When we're talking about privacy, it should protect the union. If your idea of privacy is making somebody feel safe in the union, then you're probably not talking about privacy. You're talking about something super personal and selfish, and you should pay attention to that, okay? Secrecy, of course, would destroy trust. We know that, right? But again, there's a blurry line here. Some people, what they're asking for is individuality, but you're busy accusing them of keeping secrets, right? Well, it's not because you've seen a secret, it's because you feel unsafe, right? Or you feel some kind of fear of your own personal insecurity. But you should still express your expectations, whatever you feel. But you should say, I feel, own it fully. That way, the other person doesn't feel like you're attacking them or their character. Okay. And then with respect to all of that, please pay attention to the fact that if any one party, all it takes is one party to lose their sense of individuality, it will breed resentment. Okay. Losing individuality will breed resentment. Breed is, when I use the word breed, that means it might be growing for a long time before it bursts up in your face and destroy everything you care about. All the while you've been right. You've been telling the truth and you have been right. But suddenly you discover that this person is disconnected for you. They no longer want to be with you. They don't want to be around you. And they can't even explain it.
Well, you're right.
All along you've been right. All along you've been right. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Those are the 5 hard truths that sometimes as human beings we find very difficult to learn. Shout out to Uncle Beno. Uncle Beno, you came late. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, shout out to Uncle Beno. That's all I have for you today. Hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. Please do me a favor as you're seeing these videos. Please share, watch, add it to your playlist, add it to your watch later. And we're dropping a lot of content right now. We're going AWire. As you know, we might slow down at some point, but right now we're going crazy. So please share this with your friends, share it to your different WhatsApp groups, all those kind of things. If you're getting value out of this, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. As usual, I'll be right back. Take care. God bless. This is Ola, man of Prestige, your favorite relationship and marriage coach. If you enjoyed this, smash that like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Be a part of the Prestige family. My wife Lola and I have written 2 powerful books, Get My Marriage Back and Number 1 Red Flag. Yours free at manofprestige.com. For personal coaching, send me a WhatsApp request for consultation to +1 732 305 8577. Stay tuned for more. Your journey to love and prestige starts here.